style. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. On today, we're going to be talking about the subject of what will it take for modern women to submit? What would it take for modern women to submit to a man? That's right. You know, we see it all the time. We hear it in various videos of men complaining that modern women just don't submit. They don't cater to their man. They don't desire to. They don't desire to cook, clean, take care of a house. They just want to look pretty. They just want to drive around in a car and stunt and live this glamorous life, this fabulous life on social media, ignoring their purpose and role as women. But when we look at the modern woman, we have to examine and ask the question, what will it take for modern women to submit to a man? What really would it take? Ladies, what will it take for you to submit to a man? Because see, if you're sitting there and you're saying, well, I'm not submitting to anything, then this pretty much answers the question on why you're single. Because a lot of you want the results that a relationship can bring. You want the success. You want the benefits of a relationship without walking in your divine role. You want the man to provide, but you don't want to provide him no encouragement. You want the man to be faithful to you, but you don't want to cater to him. You want the man to be there for you when your back is against the wall, but when the brother asks you to hold him down while he's trying to build a business, you look at that as a waste of time. What will it take for the modern woman to submit to a man? I mean, when you ask a woman, would you submit to a man, she look at you like you're crazy. She don't want to hear that. She think you're out of your mind to even question her on any of that. Because as far as she's concerned, she can do bad by herself. A man is supposed to bow down to her and kiss her behind. And when you think about it, with all of the thirsty guys jumping in these ladies' DMs, liking all of their photos, chasing them around all over the place, they really believe that they don't have to submit. All they got to do is just look pretty. This causes another problem. Because when we think about the modern woman, in her mind, beauty is her currency. being beautiful is what she uses to gain the recognition, to gain the praise of men, to gain attention, to get the emotional support she desires. And when she got so many men giving her validation, why would she want to submit to any man? Because the modern simp is giving her everything she needs. So she's not in a position where she feel vulnerable. She's not in a position where she feel it's required of her to submit. Because all of you simps are simping and providing her with the validation she require. You see, brothers, the modern woman, she sits back in her home and she says to herself, I don't have to submit to a man. I don't have to wash any dishes. I don't have to clean up after him. I don't have to cook. I don't have to do his laundry. I don't have to do anything. Because I am a queen, I'm a goddess, and I am beautiful. And with all of my followers and with all the men that worship me, it would behoove me to submit to such a specimen of a man, of such low caliber, when I can literally command the attention of any man I so desire. And see, brothers, what you don't understand is that the modern woman is on her high horse, riding around, trampling over your bones. And even while you're on the floor dying, still thirsting as she walk and trample over you, you still giving her validation and praises when she don't even know her role. You see, ladies, in order for you to understand life, you must understand that you have a role. The man has a role, you have a role. Unfortunately, you were never taught your role. This is why relationships don't work out for you. This is why the black family is destroyed. This is why so many children are growing up without their fathers. Because the mothers normally kick the guy out the lives of the children. In many cases, it's not that black men are not trying to be there for their children. A lot of times the women will use the children as a weapon to punish the man for whatever reason, to get back at the man because he didn't do what she wanted. And because the man didn't submit to her will and didn't bow down to her in her timing, she used the children as leverage to further cause more pain for the man. This is what the modern woman does. But what will it take? What will it take for the modern woman to humble herself to submit to a man? Is it that hard for the modern woman to do? Is it such a crime for the modern woman to submit to a man? I mean, do the man have to be a multimillionaire? What are the requirements from the modern woman on her submitting to a man? I want to know. To all the modern women in the clouds, what are the requirements that a man must possess for you to submit to him? Because when you look at society and you see how modern women move, it seems as if though they move when they see a man of means. It seems like they know how to submit and cater when it comes to a man that got money. But why would a modern woman want to submit to a man just because he got money? Shouldn't it be because the man is a man of value, a man of great moral excellence, a man that truly loves and desires to build with you on some serious level? I mean, as a woman, as a modern woman, are you telling me that it takes a certain amount of money for you to indulge in your femininity when it comes to a man? Are you telling me that a man must have a certain type of automobile in order for you to find it within your heart to cook him a hot plate of dinner? Because when you really think about it, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. And if you're a modern woman and you are not providing hot meals for a man, and you don't feel that it's necessary for you to cook for a man, how do you expect to keep a man? What are you willing to do as a modern woman when it comes to submitting a man? What are you willing to do? What will it take for you to submit? Will it take great calamity in the world? Would it take you losing your job to the point where you're unable to take care of yourself, unable to pay your bills, unable to support your children? And now you're in a vulnerable position, and now it's like, okay, any man that come along, you're willing to obey him, you're willing to submit to him, you're willing to massage his back because you realize you're in a position where you're unable to provide for yourself. And now, because you're in that position, you realize that the only way to keep this man around is to submit and obey him. You see, this is why society is so destroyed, because I'm going to tell you the truth. One of the reasons why modern women find it very difficult to submit to a man is not because they are defiant and just don't want to submit. The truth of the matter is this, brothers. Once a woman experiences a certain level of success in terms of financial prosperity, materials, and other accomplishments that she was able to reach in this life, it puts her in a position where she don't feel necessary to submit to you, because in her mind, you didn't do a damn thing to help her to get to where she is. So why would she submit to you? Do you feel me? But it's a very dangerous way of thinking on her part to even act that way, because this is not about you submitting to a man because of what he did for you. As a woman, the Most High created you to be a helpmate to a man, which means your job and career should be catering to a man as a wife. But now, if that's not on your mind, and you would rather just be pretty and look in a mirror all day, put on makeup and certain clothing to get a reaction out of a thirsty man, that's not much of a life. Like, real talk. So what will it take? What will it take for modern women to submit to a man? Would it take an earthquake where the land is in ruins and there is no way for you to find food? But you need a man that's going to hunt, a man that's going to go out there and bring food back home in the wild. Is that the only time that you would be willing to submit to a man? Would it take you pretty much getting into a horrible accident that caused you to not be able to walk again? And because you are disabled, now all of a sudden, you're willing to submit to a man because you realize you need the help. You need someone to move you around. You need someone to help you in the house. All of a sudden, you're willing because life put you in a position now where you feel that having a companion is very beneficial. But for whatever reason, while you are on your high horse right now, living your best life and living on your job and your career, and you got your education and you're making money, driving, have your house, you paid your mortgage, you're into real estate, you're a boss. So nobody really can't tell you anything. So at that point, you really don't see fit to submit to a man. Matter of fact, we can't even get you to cut no onions in the house. And it be like that, brothers, a lot. A lot of times, you brothers may get involved with a woman who's so successful. You know, she might be a nurse, doctor, lawyer, you know, into real estate, making a lot of money. And she wouldn't even invite you over her house for dinner because she don't know how to prepare dinner. She would just rather you take her out to a restaurant. And brothers, I always say, you should not be out on no dates with no woman at no restaurant. She is a woman. She should know how to cook dinner. The way that date is supposed to be, brothers, is that it's very simple. If you're with a woman and you want to date her in terms of going out to have something to eat, the way the date should be is as follow. You as a man go to the supermarket, buy the groceries, buy what you want to eat because you're the man. You know what you want, you know what you desire, you know what you want to eat. Okay, go to the store, buy what you want to eat, buy what you want to drink, buy the necessary items needed to prepare that meal. And you bring those items to her house. She should have already gotten her house clean, tidy, smelling good. She should be looking good. She should be very clean, personal hygiene on point. House is thoroughly spick and span. Table is done and the hot stove is on. And you bring those groceries in the house and you smile, you greet her, you tell her how you doing. She see that you went out there to provide. You brought home the groceries to her house. House is very clean. You're very pleased with her because she looks very, very attractive, very, very clean. You wouldn't mind if she was on the menu. But you're here so that she can prepare a meal for you. Now, as a woman, what you're supposed to do is show that man that you're not just a woman who is pretty. You're not just a woman who got a fat behind. You're not just a woman who look good from head to toe, but you're a woman who actually know how to throw down in the kitchen. Not only are you gorgeous, not only do you look fine, not only is this man turned on and aroused by you walking up and down that house looking real good, but when you go on that stove and you start working miracles and he starts seeing you cutting them onions and peppers and you seasoning the meats and all sorts of stuff and the chicken is on and the rice is going and he's smelling the vibes in the house and everything is looking real good, that is even more pleasing to that man because he know he's about to be fed some good food. And as a woman, as a helpmate, if you can't do that for a man in terms of catering to a man and submitting to a man to the point where you can literally prepare a hot meal for this brother and watch him smile as he eat your cooking as your dinner into his stomach and he feel real good and proud to know that you prepared that meal for him. If you can't do that for a man, that is a problem. That's a problem. What will it take for the modern woman to submit? I mean, do a brother have to have a lot of clout online? Do he have to have 1 million Instagram followers for you to submit? I mean, do a brother have to be a rapper and have his pants sagging? Do he have to do that? Oh, I think we got a phone call. Hold on a second. Let me see who this is. Hello?
Hi, is this Ringo?
Yes, this is Ringo.
Well, I'm actually the lady that you have on your screen.
So hold up. You're the lady that is on my screen right now?
Yes, that's me. I just called because I noticed that you was using my photo and, I agree with a couple of the things you say, but, I'm independent and I really don't need a man.
So you don't need a man. So what exactly are you doing with your life at this point? Because I want to know. Like, I want to know what exactly you're doing.
Well, Ringo, let me tell you. I'm on OnlyFans. I got my own money. I don't need no man.
So you don't need no man, but you're on OnlyFans. I mean, aren't the guys on OnlyFans paying your bills?
Ringo, you got me. You got me. Well, okay. I guess I need their money. I guess I do. But at the end of the day, Ringo, I feel that as modern women, we want our own personal freedom and personal space. That's pretty much what I'm trying to explain to you. But
No, lady. Look. That's not how we're going to do this thing. You need a man. Ain't no doubt about it. If a burglar came in your house right now and bust down the door and you in there alone, what are you going to do?
well, I just call the cops, I guess.
You'll just call the cops? Really? By the time the cops get there, you dead. Like gone.
I'll just hide under my bed.
Lady, in all seriousness, I have a show that I'm doing. And, I'm using your photo, yes, under fair use. So it is what it is. I mean, if there's anything else you would like to add to the show, I'm all ears.
Well, Ringo, I just want to let you know, I make my own money and I really don't want a man around me, I guess, because, I had a lot of bad experiences and I know it's not going to work if he's around me. So I just rather have my own place, my own car, my own house, have everything on my own. That's it. I don't want him around.
Lady, I'm just going to go hang up and get back to my show. The show is simply, what are pretty much modern women willing to do to submit? Like, what does it take? What does it take for modern women like yourself to submit to a man? Could you answer that question?
Well, I guess I would submit if if he have a lot of money. If he's a high value man.
So what you're basically saying is that if a man have a bunch of money, then you'll submit. So it's really not about the man, it's about the money. You see, brothers, this is what I mean. It's not about you, it's about the money.
No, Ringo, that's not what I'm saying.
That is exactly what you're saying, lady. You're saying that it's about the money. So if a brother got money, that's the only time you're willing to submit.
No, it's just that I don't want no broke man around me.
But lady, what exactly are you willing to do to cater to this man to make sure that you are submitting to him? What are you doing? Is it like, what do you think this is? You just want to come to him with your looks and that's it?
Well, I can't front Ringo. I'm saying I'm a 10 and I look good. I'm saying I know I'm fine.
Lady, you could be fine all you want. A brother want a woman that's going to submit to him, cater to him, and respect him. Do you understand me? Just because you pretty and fine, it don't mean a damn thing. Because there's another woman that can be pretty and more fine than you. And that's a fact. So save all of that on pretty stuff. Because brothers nowadays are tired of hearing women talking about how pretty they are and how beautiful they are. The brothers today would rather have a woman who's a 5 or a 4 who actually treat him right and respect him. Do you understand me? They would rather deal with a sister like that. They don't want to deal with a sister that just want to be all arrogant and all about herself. You know what I mean? They don't want that mess. You worried about your looks too much. And you sound superficial at the same time.
Superficial? You can't talk to me like that, Ringo. You can't talk to me like that. No. Can't talk to me like that.
I look good and I can get any man I want. Well, lady, if you can get any man you want, then you can just get off my damn phone. All right? Because I really don't have no time to entertain that foolishness. But anyway, ladies, what will it take for you to submit to a man? What will it take? Would it take your life falling apart, losing your job, being at the end of the road? Because, you know, when COVID hit, a lot of ladies were willing to submit to a man. Real talk. When the pandemic hit and ladies were not getting the income that they were used to getting, and they were home and they couldn't go to work, best believe every last one of you ladies tried to latch on to a man during the pandemic. That's a fact. You could take that to the bank. A lot. And most of you ladies latched onto a man that you don't even like or love. You got with him for convenience, and you submitted to him for convenience, for safety and survival. My question is, why can't you humble yourself to submit to a man that actually respects you, that actually loves you, that actually try to do right by you? A man that cares about you. Why is it that when you get a man that actually wants to do right, a man that wants to treat you good, a man that want to show you a better way, you find it so hard to submit to this man? You find it so hard to humble yourself. You want to play as if though you don't need him, as if you really want this man to go. I keep telling you ladies, when you make a man feel like he is not needed, he is gonna go. No man want to feel like he's not needed when he's with a woman. A man want to know that a woman need him, and that is what makes a man work hard. That's what make a man want to provide. That's what make a man get off his tail, go get a job, go start a business, go get a career, because he know that his woman need him. So that's all I'm going to say. You could just do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, what will it take for the modern woman to submit to a man in 2021? Leave your thoughts and feedback. This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.